भी कर देता हूँ।
नहीं मेरे को ये क्लियर हो गया है कि फर्स्ट
उस लैंग्वेज के रूल्स हैं कुछ भाई। देखो कंप्यूटर ने समझनी है लैंग्वेज, तो ये नहीं है कि आप किसी भी तरह इंग्लिश में लिख दें। वैसे इंग्लिश जैसी है ये, पर ये इंग्लिश नहीं है। सिलेक्ट स्टार के बाद सारे कॉलम्स दे दें मुझे फ्रॉम स्टूडेंट टेबल क्लास टेबल। जैसे मैंने क्लास टेबल के बीच में ब्लैंक छोड़ दिया ना, ये इसका पहला रूल है कि ब्लैंक नहीं छोड़ने टेबल के नाम में। ये क्वेरी का स्टाइल है, ये क्वेरी लैंग्वेज के एक रूल्स बने हुए हैं। और कॉमा के बाद ब्लैंक छोड़ सकते हो, इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, पर कॉमा जरूर लगाना है दो टेबल्स के बीच में। लिखने का तरीका है, अगर नहीं लिखेंगे तो नहीं समझ में आएगा। क्योंकि ह्यूमन बीइंग ने नहीं पढ़ना। ह्यूमन बीइंग लिखती है, एक ह्यूमन बीइंग लिखता है आई एम गोइंग टू स्कूल, डॉट नहीं लिखता। शी आई मेट विद माई फ्रेंड देयर नहीं लिखता। पर दूसरा ह्यूमन बीइंग पढ़ता तो समझ में आ जाएगा, यहाँ पे डॉट भी है और फिर स्पेस है, फिर आराम से दूसरा सेंटेंस स्टार्ट होगा, पर कंप्यूटर को नहीं समझ में आएगा। सो ये क्वेरी की लैंग्वेज बनी हुई है, सीक्वल क्वेरी लैंग्वेज बोलते हैं, SQL। वो सीक्वल क्वेरी लैंग्वेज के ऊपर भी मास्टरी हासिल करना जरूरी है। ये तो बड़ा सिंपल सा हमने एक क्वेरी मारी है, सेलेक्ट स्टार फ्रॉम दिस टेबल एंड दिस टेबल, राइट। और सेलेक्ट स्टार फ्रॉम, अभी तो मैं एक ही टेबल, ये कोई अच्छी क्वेरी नहीं थी, ये ठीक एग्जांपल है। सेलेक्ट स्टार फ्रॉम स्टूडेंट टेबल, भाई डेटा मुझे इस टेबल से सारा डेटा निकाल कर दे दो, जब आप ये करोगे तो सारा ये वाला डेटा आ जाएगा। पर इसके बाद कॉम्प्लेक्स क्वेरीज भी होती हैं, भाई ज्वाइन कैसे लगाना है, इस लैंग्वेज को यूज करके ज्वाइन कैसे लगाना है, फिर आउटर ज्वाइन कैसे लगाना है, इनर ज्वाइन कैसे लगाना है। ये कि तीन चीजें आ गई आपको, उसके बाद जो आपने सारा सीखा है इट्स जस्ट एक्स्ट्रापोलेशन ऑफ व्हाट वी लर्न, उसके बाद कुछ नहीं है। आपको सीक्वल की नॉलेज होनी चाहिए। वैसे तो सारी जैसे आपने रिक्वायरमेंट बता दी उसने कर दी, उसके पहले मैंने आपको एक बात बोली, आपको पता होना चाहिए भी ये प्राइमरी की है, ये फॉरेन की है। खुदा ना करे एक टाइम आ जाए मैनेजर कहे भी यार तू जरा देखना है भी ये ठीक, तो आप सिलेक्ट स्टार मार के देख तो सको कि भाई वहां पे है। वो आपको एनवायरनमेंट देंगे, सेटअप करके देंगे, आप क्वेरी मारोगे डेटाबेस में जाएगी सीधा क्वेरी और आपको डेटा लाके देगी, आप मार के देख तो सको कि हाँ ये है, ठीक है ना। Let's understand what is a table, what is a column, what is a primary key, what is a foreign key, and what is a join. Let's quickly understand. It's a quick primer kind of a thing. First of all, join is spelled like this. Someone just made a mistake of understanding how to spell join. I'm writing it here. Join is not joint, it's join. It's okay. Let's come back to the point. This is a student table. It has these columns: student roll number, student name, that is first name, and student last name, student phone, student class code, student father name. I've not filled it out, but just assume it is there. I don't want to fill it up. Okay. Right. This is, I just completed the table actually now. So one thing is, here let's look at this is a table, and this is another table, class code 10 9 8 7 6. These are various classes. I have not completed the table. There are class codes 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now my question to you is, if I want to ask you what is the, so if you know that this roll number has to be unique, this is the primary key in this table. In this table, this is the primary key. For this table, class table, this is the primary key. It has to be unique. That is the main two things. Primary key is the unique, is a column in a table which has unique values for every row. That's simple. Interesting thing is, if I ask you which class Mohanlal studies, you can easily see he studies in class 10th. If I ask you Ravi Verma, you say class 9th. If I ask you Ram Kumar, you will say 10A. If I ask you Vikas Sharma, you can easily see that he studies in 10B. We are not making any mistake in this thing. Okay. Interesting thing is, if there is a row here, whose class is mentioned as 8. Do you notice there is no corresponding class code? There is no row such like that. Okay, that is that. Okay, let's not talk about that. Yeah, too much. Basically, your eyes have joined these tables. When we say join, we basically take this class code and join it with this class code. Okay, and create a table like this. If you notice, I have created a new table which basically uses student class code, marries it with, joins it with the corresponding class code, and then brings the class and puts it here. This is how you see data in the GUI. For every opportunity, account is mentioned, but actually in the behind the scenes, opportunities can be seen like this student table, and accounts can be seen like that class table. Behind the scene, they are in separate table, but in opportunity table there is a column which basically points to this, and Siebel, while bringing the data in the GUI, joins it and puts the actual account in the there. Just as I have generated this table here, you may not see the difference between this table and this table, but actually this table and this table, but actually there is a difference, because in this the code is present, whereas in this the actual class number is mentioned. Okay, this is how you see the data in the GUI with the actual data there, whereas in this case you just see the codes. This is how these are hidden behind the scenes in separate tables. These things which are unique for every row are called as primary key for that table. For example, class code is a primary key here. Here it is referring to the class code, that is a primary key of another table. These things are called as foreign keys in this table. In the student table, student class code is the foreign key, which points to only one table's primary key, which is this one. It cannot refer to any other thing. It cannot refer to some other table here. Okay, it will just refer to only this table. Okay, this is the foreign key here in this table. We know that. Just a small question, this is primary key has to be unique, and class code may be primary key has to be unique. Question is, here does it have to be unique? No, it does not need. It should not be unique. Why? We are simply saying that, look here, if I ask you Mohanlal is in 10th and Rama Mittal is in 10th, which means that two people are in the same class. What's the problem in that? So the point is 1 and 1 can occur, because that really means two people are in the same class in this context, and in case of our opportunity in account, two opportunities are associated to the same account, which is possible. So that is the reason foreign key is not unique. There is nothing like that it should be unique or anything. Okay, so this is the table that is generated. Looking at this table and this table, this is the table that is generated. Now important thing is, I will now explain what is the, so this is in our language, this has been joined with this. Student table has been joined with class table to produce this table. Okay, the join is on this column and this column. That's how we say actually. And then this data has been pulled right from here, corresponding data, it has been pulled from there. Okay, now interesting thing is, let me introduce what is outer join. There is a little difference in this, in this table and this table. Here we have 7 rows. Whenever it is blank, it is not coming. When here, if it is blank, it is not coming, and here if it is blank, it is still coming. Sometimes there is a need that when we join two tables, we want the data from this table, wherever the class code is present, only that should come. But wherever class code is not present, it should not come. Sometimes there is a need. That means we want this to be the end result. So we call this as an inner join. We'll make a join between these two tables still, because there is a join, right? So we call this as inner join. Sometimes there is a need to join this table and this class table to come out with a result set like this. The idea is that if it is blank, it should still come. I want to, basically the requirement could be, I want to see the list of all the students and the corresponding class also. If the corresponding class is blank, still leave it there, but do bring the result. I want an exhaustive list of all the students. When there is a requirement like this, we will make an outer join. In this, we are simply saying that match this student class code with this class code. Wherever you find, whatever class you find, put it here. If you don't find a matching thing, then simply just return this as it is in the result set. Don't eliminate it though. Here we are saying eliminate it. This is the difference. Upper thing, this is the outer join, inner join. This is simply what outer join and inner join mean. What is SQL? SQL is a query language. For developers or data analysts, use this tool to interact with database directly. Users use GUI, which basically has then business logic layer, then it goes to business logic layer, and then it goes to a database. But when the developers are directly interacting with the database, there is no business logic layer. So there is nothing for them to, nothing is there to combine the data for them. If they are looking at the data, they need to combine it themselves. So they use the query language. They use this language, select star from this, and do this, they do all this. That language is called as query language. The tools that they typically use are called as Toad. This is the number one tool for querying. And there is another one, SQL Query Analyzer. Whatever the name is, I don't know, but this is used for querying. I have given you one tool, iSQL. Is the worst tool in the world. Then MS Access has some really good graphic querying tools. They are easy to use. Okay, MS Access can be used for making database also, but it does have a querying tool also. That is the one I'm talking about here. So this is something that I wanted you to understand what is an inner join, outer join, data, table, column, primary key, foreign key, and SQL.